You're listening to PlayStation Unchained.
Welcome to episode 78 of PlayStation Unchained. It's been a couple of weeks since we last did a podcast. It feels weird. Not doing it every week, but don't worry. We're here with a very special chocolatey covered fudge super special mega ultra super special super edition E3 podcast thing.
With sprinkles.
With sprinkles, yeah.
As you can hear in the background, we have, in fact, I'm hosting for once, but we've got a co-host, Michael Harridans, this week. How you doing, man?
I'm good, thanks, Ben. Yes, it's we missed last week's scheduling. My fault, really. I'm back in the co-host chair, so it's good to have you hosting again, man. Thanks for having me on.
No problem. Thanks for being on. It feels weird. It's been a while since I've hosted with you as a co-host.
Yeah.
Normally it's our nonsense going on.
Yeah. And as you can hear, my nonsense fan. The thing we normally chat, just random stuff, is also here. Neil Bolt, welcome.
Hello. I'm here and I'm not here this week.
It's like quantum physics.
Yes, it's I am Schrodinger's podcaster.
Schrodinger's bolt, one could say. And we also have Garri. Can't even say names now.
Right, we are so keeping that in.
It's a weekly feature. Get Gary's name right.
Let me try and pronounce it. I want to try and get this right, and I have to put on the Russian accent. Garri bag, that's a roll.
Oh, this is very good. Congratulations, Mika.
Thank you, comrade.
Welcome to the podcast this week, Garri. It feels like it. You've not been on for a while, have you?
No, I haven't been on for a while. I'll probably be missing a lot more now that I have a new work schedule as well.
Damn work.
I know, I hate work. It should not exist.
Go back to communist Russia. There's no work there.
We all for the same people in Russia.
And as you can hear, we've got someone that hasn't been on for ages, for literally ages. Dane Smith. Hey, man.
Well, hello to you too, Chili. What's up?
Not too bad, and you?
Oh, it's 5:30 in the morning, like my usual self when I'm on this podcast. Tired and incoherent.
Yeah, but do you have a kind of monster with you today, though?
Actually, no. I'm only half a man today.
Well, how can we have a full podcast without your monster energy? It just doesn't make sense.
I'm lacking basic fundamentals today, man. It's been too long. I lost the basics.
And we've got a new member on the podcast tonight. We've got Kurtis. Welcome.
Hey, how's everybody doing?
Mr. Simpson, good to have you with us at last.
Good to have you on.
It's great to be here.
I gotta hear myself.
There's two Bens.
One's enough. Well, it seems I ate the other Ben. He was delicious. So, anyway, welcome to the podcast, Kurtis. Because we've got so much to cover today and we've got so many members, I can't believe we've got 6 podcast members. It's just insane.
It's a record.
I am crazy enough to accept this, but you know what? So I'm going to go straight to the news because, to be honest, the most important thing about this week is E3, so get this news over and done with. Guerrilla Games Horizon is an RPG, will be shown at E3 2015 presser. This was done by Mike Harridans. According to the chaps at GameKings.tv via NeoGAF, Guerrilla Games will showcase its new project claimed to be an RPG during Sony's E3 2015 press conference next week. It's the...
Take a breath.
Can you speak any faster?
It looks pretty damn good. Though, to be honest, I've known about this since about 2010, since they started looking for staff back then. So yeah, check PSU.com for this. Mike, what do you think of Guerrilla Games trying to make a RPG?
Well, you're right about one thing. It's been in the works for a long time, 2.5 years at least. I know that because I fleshed that article out with that statement, I think. I think it's cool. I mean, it'd be nice to see them do something other than a shooting game, like with Killzone and everything. I hope they don't abandon Killzone, but Still, it'd be cool to see. I think it's, as you mentioned, it's meant to be called Horizon, or at least internally it is. I think, actually, I remember around this time last year writing a story where they said that the game would come out in 2016 and would get its full reveal at E3 next year, meaning this year. So hopefully, since that was reported a year ago, and now they've reiterated it now, I really hope that it's we do actually finally see the game in action, and I don't see why not. It's been, like you said, if they were hiring for staff 5 years ago in 2010, there's no reason why we shouldn't see it this year. So I really hope they, hopefully it'll be quite a kind of a showpiece of Sony's press conference. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Kurtis, what do you think about this new RPG by Guerrilla Games?
I mean, it's going to be a big surprise because they haven't done anything like this. I mean, since, PlayStation 2 days, we've had nothing but Killzone from them, right? I think that's it. So, yeah. I don't know what to make of it other than I hope it's good. For one thing, but they haven't done anything like it, so it would just be a nice surprise to see what they show.
And Dane, what do you think about this RPG?
Sorry, I just laugh because I know Dane won't give a shit.
Yeah, I don't really care at the moment. I mean, I think it sounds cool that Guerrilla Games is going to make one. To me, it's probably going to be some type of shooter RPG because, like as Kurtis said, it's all it does is Killzone. So for all we know, it could just be Killzone the RPG, which sounds cool to me.
I would buy all that.
I did hear, sorry, I didn't mean to interject then. I did hear there's been various reports on the game over the last 2 years or so. I think I've heard everything from microtransactions to free-to-play elements and everything like that. So I have no idea what they're going for with this. There's a lot of speculation.
How many games don't have microtransactions nowadays?
Oh yeah, okay, fair enough. That's true. I mean, look at Metal Gear Solid 5.
That's
there we go.
Yeah. No.
It's all topics.
No. Garri, what do you think of the new RPG by Guerrilla Games?
I'm actually pretty excited for it. If it's anything like the concept art that leaked with the robot dinosaurs and stuff, I'm totally down for that. 100%.
Neil, what do you think of the Guerrilla Games dinosaurs RPG thing?
Potential. That is all.
That is good.
Sweet.
Short and sweet.
Okay, we're going to go straight to Devil May Cry 4. Devil May Cry 4 Special Edition needs to sell well or the series may not continue. Devil May Cry series producer, where I'm going to butcher his name, Hideaki Itsuno, has revealed that the action-adventure franchise may not continue unless the upcoming Devil May Cry 4 Special Edition performs well at retail, which will be very hard because it doesn't seem to have any physical release, unless they mean digital only.
I think I think they are releasing 2 versions of it. I read today.
Last I knew, the physical edition was only in Japan.
Well, they must be counting a lot on the Japanese release then.
So, I think I'm going to go with a twist with Garri. What do you think of this news?
This news kind of makes me want to punch Capcom in the face. I mean, here's a company who comes out and says, if our game that came out, 7 years ago, doesn't resell well, we're not going to make a new one in the franchise. And I'm just like, that's absolutely ridiculous. I'm sorry. That just makes me want to punch them in the face. They're relying on an old game to make bigger numbers than it did before for them to continue a franchise. And the fact that they're even adding things to it, but keeping it looking like it was made 7 years ago is also kind of sad in my opinion. But yeah, especially Devil May Cry 4, which is probably the second worst in the franchise. So, yeah.
Michael, what do you think of Devil May Cry 4 Special Trish Edition?
I almost wondered who you were referring to then. No one's called me Michael for ages. No, I like it. Usually, my mum only says that when she's really pissed off at me, Michael. I'm a big Devil May Cry fan. I was actually one of the few people who seemed to like DMC, so I was disappointed it didn't sell that well. I didn't mind 4. It wasn't the best one, but I did play it back when it came out, and I enjoyed it for what it was. But Oh god, I know there's a few people who want to rant about this, so I'll keep mine short. I just think they're completely ridiculous that they're saying, as Garri said it all, they're reliant, they're putting all their eggs in one basket. They're putting all their hope in a game that is 7 years old, a remaster of a 7-year-old game, basing the sales on that, on securing the series future. It just doesn't make any sense at all, because it's not going to sell that great. It's not going to pull all those big numbers. It'll probably cater to the hardcore DMC crowd, maybe a few other people who are kind of curious. That's about it. It's not going to be a big mainstream release. It's definitely not going to have the same pull as Resident Evil Remake. That was different because that wasn't out on a PlayStation platform at all. It was only on GameCube, and it had a Wii port as well. That's why that sold so well. Devil May Cry 4 has been out on. It's a multi-format release that has been out for 7 years. I think they're completely wrong, basing the future of the series effectively basing it on the sales of that game. Definitely, even though I will be getting it and I'll probably enjoy it. It's wrong doing that. It's crazy, man. Okay, I'm done.
Okay, let's have more ranting. Dane, your turn to shine.
Oh, my time to shine, like always. Well, I think Capcom is completely effed if they're going to rely, like what everyone else has said, they're going to rely on remastering an old game. But I think they're effed in the fact that they're censoring it. That I disagree with. Why are you going to re-release a game and then censor it? Like, what's the point of that?
Wait, they're censoring it? I didn't know that.
Yeah, they're taking out some of the language in the game. Apparently, it's too offensive to people. And so they're choosing to censor it. So to me, why would I spend my money on an incomplete game? It might only be 1 or 2 words. It might only be a sentence. But the fact that they have so little faith in their own product 7 years later that they have to censor it in order to make this magical number to say to fans, well, you buy it, then we'll make more. I mean, it's complete and utter BS. Add to the fact that, and I'm going to steal a little thunder from later in the show, but their entire E3 lineup is basically a bunch of remasters. Mm-hmm. Capcom is just a sinking ship. I mean, really, have they no original freaking idea that they can't make something new? It's just remaster after remaster after remaster. I know Mike is going to love Resident Evil 0, but seriously, it's just another remaster. They're just re-releasing all of their games.
Hey, don't worry. That fact's not lost on me. I've got my GameCube version behind me. I'm happy enough to stay with that.
And I mean, if you already have DMC4 already, like, what do you need? Just graphical updates? I'll get some shiny new graphics and have my game censored. I'm like, Capcom is full of crap. And even if I was a DMC fan, I would not buy this game simply by the fact that they want to censor their own products.
Well, just to add something in its defense, because I think it should be fair. It has you have I think it's like 3 or 4 new playable characters. So I just wanted to balance out. It's like Trish. I think Trish, Lady Virgil, I think was another one. So that's the main selling point, I think, on this. Just to throw that in there. That's all.
They've also got their own campaigns for a new ending and new start as well.
Oh, so it's literally not just you're not just playing it
completely new campaigns.
Oh wow! I did not know that. Okay, fair enough.
They're also added to the Bloody Palace mode, so they've also got their own Bloody Palace.
Oh wow!
So,
okay.
Still doesn't matter to me. They censor one thing, I'm not going to buy it. That's my official stance on any game. If they censor it, I will not buy it.
As well, not I meant the remaster of the last one where they
they
did.
Yeah.
One word.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, they removed one sentence. They worded one sentence, I should say.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
I think it's fair. I think we should give Kurtis a try at the hate train now.
Actually, I gotta say one more thing. Was it the last one that they censored, or was it this one?
They did.
Because now I feel like a complete jackass that I got the wrong game and I did that whole rant.
The last one, but I don't know if they've censored this one.
Well, then doing these rants at 5:30 in the morning is not a good thing to do then. So I ranted about the entirely wrong game then. I was ranting about the previous one.
Well, to be fair, they're all remasters. So.
Yeah, you're still right about the Capcom remaster thing, Dave.
Yeah. Who knows?
Go on, Kurtis.
It's not out yet, so we don't know if it's been censored. It could be.
True.
True that.
So Curtis, enjoy the hate. What?
I mean, where's this? This is crap on Capcom Day, so I guess they got away in. Yeah, Capcom. There we go, Capcom. I mean, HD remasters in general, I'm not the biggest fan of, and Devil May Cry 4. I only really picked up because it was a special edition. I didn't even play it. Played it for about 30 minutes and I was done with it. So this don't interest me, and the fact that they're censoring a lot of stuff, I mean, seems kind of stupid. I mean, if this don't sell well, the series is literally going to hell. That's the way you got to look at it. They're doing a lot of things wrong, so I don't know how to weigh in there. I don't like Capcom. There we go. I don't like them. I mean, they said they're devoting all the upcoming games to being HD remasters of old games. I mean, 5 years from now, are we going to see Resident Evil 4 again?
Yeah, of course. No,
Again.
5 years, Curtis. Give it a year.
Yeah, a year and a half, and that's being nice.
It'd be
I mean,
amazing.
Resident Evil 4, what is it? It was a HD remaster of a HD remaster, or something like that. And now they're remastering Devil May Cry 4. I mean, I don't know, it seems kind of stupid.
You know what? I really can't wait for them to go so far into remasters that they've remastered one again.
They're going to remaster their own name. It's going to be called Capcom HD.
See, once this generation's over, consoles will get into 4K. So we'll then see remasters of the remasters of the originals in 4K.
Yeah.
Oh, very good.
We'll see Resident Evil 4K. Yeah. I hate myself. And Neil, what do you think of this remastering epidemic at Capcom?
Bollocks.
Yay! Words of wisdom from Neil. I can't say much though, to be honest. I have already pre-ordered Devil May Cry 4 Special Edition. Because
Over Batman, man. You pre-ordered it over Batman.
no, I pre-ordered Batman as well.
Please, you should know Ben Garri. Of course, he's pre-ordered Batman. He's pre-ordered the next Batman as well, probably.
Oh yeah, I found a way to do that. I went to the future to pre-order it so I can come back in time.
Yeah, just like Wolverine.
Okay, so we've had enough of sort of complaining about Capcom. I think
Yeah.
everyone's had their fill at this.
Capcom HD. I'm done.
Ultra Super Street Fighter Turbo Chicken. Anyway, let's go to some news that is kind of weird. Blaze Blue Studio nabs Double Dragon River City Ransom rights. Could a revival be on the cards for these classic franchises? Well, it's looking good. Those of you who have earned for the fighting games of yesteryear will be for a treat, since Blaze Blue developer Arc System Works today announced that it has purchased the rights to the entire catalog of IP owned by Technos Japan Corp, the creators of the Double Dragon franchise. Does that mean we might see a Double Dragon on the PS4 and Xbox One and Wii U and the Nix, or whatever the next Nintendo console is being called?
NX, isn't it, or something? Nexus, NX, something like that.
Sticks. I'm just going to call it Nintendo's new console.
Alright.
Probably a 3DS.
Who hasn't started? Dane, what do you think?
Yes.
Blaze Blue Studio grabbing the rights to Double Dragon and River City Ransom.
Well, do they even make anything other than fighting games? Because if not, expect to see Double Dragon the fighting game.
Which already exists.
And it's crappy beyond belief, so hopefully they can to turn this into something good, which I don't even know that it has a cast. Like, how many characters are there in Double Dragon? You got Billy and Jimmy, and what are they going to do? Just have the random punks as characters to be as in a fighting game? I mean, I'm glad that someone bought it and is going to do something with it instead of it just being like wasted. Because River City Ransom, River City Ransom was a fun game on the NES. Super Dodgeball was a fun game, and I would love to see something new come out of that.
Would it be possible for them to add like Bimmy and Jimmy, if anyone gets that.
What?
to-
Oh, Bimmy and Jammy, you mean?
Yeah.
Bimmy and Jammy from Double Dragon Neon.
Yeah. Add them to Blaze Blue as characters.
They might do that. That actually could be why they bought the IP, is so they could put those characters into a Blaze Blue game as a crossover. Maybe we might see it crossover with Persona if they make a new arena game.
That'd be amazing.
But I think unless they're going to do a crossover thing, I don't see this purchase, I should say, as anything more than just grabbing character rights, because they don't make anything other than fighting games, and there is nothing in the franchise. There's not enough characters to support an actual fighting game unless they just decide to make up a whole bunch of new ones.
Unless they're going to perform like an army and just buy it and never touch it again. Hudson.
And who knows? I mean, Sega has a minefield of games they haven't touched since the dawn of time.
Yeah. Streets of Rage. Kurtis, what do you think of this news?
To be honest, I don't really care.
I've infected him.
No, I mean, Double Dragon was a great game back in the day, but I believe it was Blaz Blue. They refused to spell it correctly with the E. I didn't really like that, so I don't know. We'll have to see what they do with it. I mean, turning it into a fighting game when there's only like 2 characters and a bunch of NPCs on the screen, I mean, seems unlikely, but they could just be banning characters for future purposes. I don't know.
And Mike, what do you think of this?
Well, I was a big Double Dragon fan back in the day. I'm an old git, so I was old enough to appreciate it. Yeah, I think I played 1 and 2 on the NES. I can't remember playing the 3rd one. I don't even think it was even out on the NES. But yeah, I mean, if they bring it back, I mean, I'd like to see. I'm a big fan of bringing back old franchises, and as long as they do them justice and not completely like destroy the kind of heritage that they have. I mean, for Double Dragon against something like Streets of Rage, it'd have to be done in the classic style. If you think about it, there's no need to really change things because retro games are quite popular these days. If you see a lot of the indie titles and some of the other stuff, they have that kind of retro aesthetic, is side-scrolling beat 'em up kind of thing. So they could easily make a new game like that. So I don't think there's any need to drastically change things. So if they do something like that and do it justice, then I'd be interested. But yeah, I don't really want to see them change it into something that it's not. Do justice to the originals. But yeah, I did like Double Dragon a lot. So I'm glad to. I'll be glad to see it come back if it's done right.
Garri, your opinion?
I think they're gonna go and do a new beat 'em up with it, personally, with their awesome art style, and I'll be really excited to see that. If they do that, I'm all for bringing back those old school beat 'em ups. I mean, we haven't had one since, what was it, Double Dragon Neon on the PS3, and I don't think that was a very good game, personally, but yeah.
That game was hilarious, man. That game was awesome.
I don't know. The animations were too wonky for me. I did not like that at all.
Oh, come on, that was just amazing. And the soundtrack
was great, but everything else, not so much. But if they go back and do like a 2D one like that, hey, they might even combine the two, Double Dragon and River City. What is it? What's the other one?
River City Ransom.
Yeah, if they combine those two and turn it into a beat 'em up, that'd be even better. 4-player beat 'em up with those 4 characters. Why not?
And Neil, your words of wisdom?
Fisting.
What? Wait, what was that?
Fisting.
Okay. Sure. Okay, while we're talking about stuff like that, let's go straight to Tekken 7. Tekken 7 to receive Kazuya Mishima action figure. It's looking awesome. Tekken 7's Kazuya Mishima, you just write in this word, his name constantly, so I make it, screw up on it. Is to
You said it right, Kazuya Mishima.
Yeah, I'm just saying you keep adding his name into it though, just until I say it wrong. Anyway, is to receive a brand new action figure based off his appearance in the upcoming fighting game sequel Bandai Games Entertainment has announced. The figure does look pretty cool. The figure is in a prototype stage and lacks fine details and colour. I think we'll go to Mike straight away for this. What do you think of this Tekken figure? Are you excited? Have you pre-ordered it?
I haven't. Well, it's only confirmed for Japan at the moment, but I'd definitely pre-order it if it's coming to Europe. I think it looks great. I mean, it's only in the prototype stage, like I said, but it looks really cool. And Kazuya happens to be my favourite Tekken character as well, so I will totally snap this up. It's funny. I actually saw a life-size Kazuya statue in Namco's offices when I went to play some games there last year, and I had my picture taken. No, I took a picture of it, should I say? So that was pretty awesome. And yeah, I can't wait for Tekken 7 as well. So yeah, I love to have it. I think Kazuya would go well alongside my 3 Assassin's Creed statues on my desk. Yeah, I reckon so.
Well, if it's Japan only, PlayAsia normally does stuff like that. It's free shipping.
Yeah, well. That's a good point. Oh, cool.
And for some reason, right now, anything, I think it's over now. There was a weird thing going on. If you purchased anything from PlayAsia, you got a free copy of GT6.
Holy crap, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, if you purchased anything, they gave you a free signature copy, just because.
Oh wow, that's great! Yeah, I forgot all about PlayAsia. Yeah, I must. I'll probably get it from there then. If it's not out here, yeah, cool, man.
Kurtis, what do you think of the Tekken 7 figure?
Yeah, I'm with Mike on this. I mean, the figure itself actually looks pretty badass. It actually looks pretty cool, and most likely that's going to end up on my pre-order list as well. Just like all 5, 6, 8, 9 of the last ones that came out. But
nice.
As far as the game goes, I'm kind of worried for the series, I mean, Tekken Tag 2 and Tekken 6 didn't really differ that much apart from the tag element to it. I mean, I want them to do something different with it apart from graphics, just because it's PS4 and Xbox One. Something new, but I don't know what they're going to do with it. And since we've seen literally nothing of the game apart from off-footage YouTube videos, who knows? I mean, I'll get it for the figure, but that's really about it.
Dane, do you like this figure?
I actually haven't even seen the figure, so I can't comment on it. And I'm not a big Tekken fan, so I hope Mike enjoys. That's my comment.
Garri, have you seen the figure? Do you like it? Do you want it? Is it?
I do like the figure. What?
Wait, what?
I do like the figure.
Okay.
But I agree with Kurtis on the actual game, where I'm not really looking forward to Tekken 7 because they're just adding so many weird things to it that I just don't understand what's going on with that series anymore. But I mean, and they still haven't announced Nina in the game, so if she's not in it, I'm not buying it. No matter what.
She's bound to be in it.
Yeah, she's got to be in it, surely.
She better be in it. She's been in every single one since the first one.
So Garri, no waifu, no laifu?
Exactly. But no, the figure is awesome. I personally won't buy it on its own. Like, I'm not just going to go out and... It's probably going to be like a $200 figure, maybe. So, I won't be throwing my money randomly at it.
And Neil, what do you think of this?
I like his hair.
Yeah, I do like his hair. It's nice. I should have my hair done like that.
Yeah, you should.
Okay, now let's go to something that can rage us all. Kind of. David Hayter denies Metal Gear Solid 5 The Phantom Pain appearance. Solid Snake actor David Hayter has again downplayed reports that he's due to reprise his role as the gruff master in the forthcoming Metal Gear Solid 5 The Phantom Pain. No one more than me tweeted by him. So yeah, I still expect him to be on it somehow, even though he says he isn't going to be, just because this is Konami and this is Hideo Kojima. Just because we don't think he's going to be it doesn't mean he's not going to be in it. So yeah, Kurtis, can you even talk about this?
I don't know what to say. I don't like Metal Gear. I played it for like 6 hours. The guy barely talked. I wouldn't know who the actor was. Could be him. I don't know.
Okay. Kiefer Sutherland.
Yeah. I think Mike should take over because he loves Metal Gear. especially around this time period.
Yeah, Mike, what do you think of this new voice actor?
He did a good job, but David Hayter is by this point far too iconic, I think, to be replaced. But I don't dislike Kiefer Sutherland at all. But it's difficult for me because I've grown up with as many of us have done with David Hayter voicing it, and it's also the I should probably clarify that tweet you said out when he said no one but me. So some guy tweeted Hayter saying, "Will we be surprised to see you come back in the Phantom Pain?" And of course he tweeted, "No one more than me." In other words, basically him saying, "No, I won't be in the game. I'd be surprised too if I was in the game." So yeah, that's just his way of doing that. But I think he said similar things before already. But I don't know. A lot of people think that it's one whole big kind of like conspiracy thing, because of Kojima is like known for pulling pranks and stuff. Look at that whole what was it, Moby Dick Studios or whatever it was, and and he haters in on it and everything. Or it just could be simply no, he's not in the game. So who knows at this point? I would love him to come back at the end of it, but we just have to wait and see. But yeah, in general, I am a Metal Gear fan. Tim's the big Metal Gear fan on PSU, like he dwarfs me, but I'm looking forward to this. Yeah, so but yeah, it's a shame that Hater's not in it anymore.
I reckon he's in the game. I reckon he's hiding in a cardboard box in the middle.
Yeah, that wouldn't be surprised me. Yeah, he'll lift it up and say, "Kept you waiting."
Yeah, there we go.
The twist is you were David Hayter all along.
Yeah.
Garri, what do you think of this news?
I think he's full of crap, and I think he's going to be in the game. Probably more than Kiefer Sutherland is going to be in the game.
Wow,
Cool.
strong words.
Well, you've heard my theory, Ben, about the game, so you'll get it more than others. So,
And Dane,
yeah,
what do you think?
Well, the problem is I don't really like Metal Gear, so I will say, yeah, boo yourself.
Oh look, it seems Dane's left the
Dane.
podcast. What's...
Sorry, Dane. Is this the same Dane Smith that likes Operation Raccoon City?
Yeah, this is the same one as Operation Raccoon City.
You didn't think I get a whole podcast without mentioning it?
You guys want to just rag on me about that? Well, it's better than Metal Gear. I had more fun playing Raccoon City than any Metal Gear, so take that. And I've just lost all credibility to the viewers.
I'm sure they'll remaster in 2 years.
Yeah,
I am sure there will be, and guess what? I am not going to buy it. Capcom can screw themselves. I mean, I think like what Garri said with the conspiracy theories and everything of, is he going to be in it? Is he not going to be in it? I mean, it's just a big giant troll fest from Kojima, and especially with him, the mystery behind him and the marital spat with Konami. Who knows what's going to happen? So I think it would be cool if he showed up. I mean, my buddy thinks that the game's just going to go complete full circle, where you're playing through half the game as Sutherland, and then the other half is your Solid Snake from Metal Gear Solid 1, and Metal Gear 1, and it just comes full circle, which would be really cool. I mean, I like the story from Metal Gear. I just don't like the action and the gameplay. So there we go. Hopefully, Mike gets his love out of it.
Oh, I can't wait. I've got the collector's edition pre-ordered. I don't think you have, Mike, have you?
I don't know. I can't afford that as well. I had to choose between that and Assassin's Creed, and Big Ben won it for me.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't need a hand sitting on my shelf. So.
Yeah, but I'm going to have the hand hold my Destiny Ghost.
Unless I can put it on like a glove and use it, that's a different story. But
Well, the Japanese one is full scale, so...
even then, I don't think I can put it on.
That would be amazing, though.
That would.
But yeah, while you talk about that, Dane, I know you talked about, like in Resident Evil Raccoon City, but you know what I say? Everyone has their own opinions on games, no matter what. Everyone likes their own things. So it doesn't matter what game you like or dislike. Everyone's different. Unless you like Haze, then go away.
Very true.
You say that like I'm some bullied child in grade school.
Yeah, because you're not being bullied right now.
Oh well, Neil knows what he can do. I mean,
Anyway,
this is a G-rated podcast, so
anyone
I'm
can like
pushing it.
any game except for Haze because no. I can't
now
accept
you're
that.
just bullying the people who like Haze, Ben.
Yeah, but it's Haze. They deserve it.
They deserve it.
There's
They
no
have
one.
to-
There's no one here to stick up for the Haze fandom.
That's because
Easy
it doesn't
target,
exist.
man. I don't even know what Haze is.
It was a notoriously bad PS3 exclusive shooter. I think I
Yeah.
could leave it at that.
It was so bad that I bought it first day thinking it was. I bought it to the hype because it always looked good.
Yeah.
Bought it day one. I went into game next day and wanted to trade it in, and I actually joked saying, "Oh, look, I'll pay you money to take it off my hands."
Good.
Yeah, that's the thing with Haze. Everybody's owned it at some point in their life, but everybody's taking it back within an hour of owning it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
got to be like a landfill site full of them, like ET.
Next to ET, yeah.
Yeah.
So Neil, what do you think of the Metal Gear 5 news? You can say more than one word.
Oh, yeah, okay. Haters gonna hate.
That's good.
Very good.
Okay, so I've cut down the news a bit because we were talking quite a bit because it's very hard to work out how much we'll be talking with 6 members because it's the first time.
Yeah.
So we're going to go to our last news story because I had to keep this up because we had to have this news story. Who wants some more Wang? Shadow Warrior 2 confirmed with funny and explosive trailer. Developer Digital has confirmed that Shadow Warrior 2, the sequel to the much praised 2010 first-person shooter, will launch for PS4, Xbox One, and PC in 2016. And I want to review this. I really do. Anyway, the announcement is accompanied by a stunning new trailer complete with signature low Wang humor. Garri, have you played Shadow Warrior?
I have played Shadow Warrior. I love Shadow Warrior. It was amazing.
Will you be looking forward to playing Shadow Warrior 2 with me online?
That's a different story because I don't. To me, because it's going to be probably more heavily focused on co-op, I'm probably not going to enjoy it as much.
Oh,
I know you're all for the multiplayer co-op stuff, but I'm more for the single-player stuff. And I'm fine having multiplayer, but not if it completely overshadows being able to play by myself. So.
Kurtis, have you ever played Shadow Warrior?
No, I actually didn't play the first one. It reminds me of that game with the Asian woman, Wet, which was a terrible, terrible name for that game. But it reminds me of that, and I was like, yeah, I think I'll give this a skip. But the new one, I mean, the second one, looks kind of cool from the trailer. It's got some weird zombie, monster, dragon guy at the end. That looks kind of cool, so I might go back to the first one, see if it's alright.
Well, you got stuff like that in the first one as well.
Oh, there was?
Yeah.
Oh, there
Yeah, it's pretty much Duke Nukem with an Asian character.
and swords.
Yeah.
And sword, yes.
And so, yeah.
Yeah, might give a swing.
Well, then with that sentence, Dane, what do you think of Shadow Warrior 2?
No comment.
Okay.
Wow, that was
Mike?
harsh.
That's worse than Neil's.
Yeah.
Mike, what do you think of
Yeah.
Shadow Warrior 2?
Well, I actually did play Shadow Warrior. I don't own the game, but I played it at a preview event for PS2, and I thought it was really good fun, totally manic. I did like the combination of swords and guns and stuff. Yeah, out of all the games I played at that event, I thought it was the best. And so yeah, I don't know if I'll get it because I haven't actually owned the first game, but I did enjoy it. Because I did enjoy it, I'd probably enjoy the second one. I can say that much. And if it is co-op heavy, then I'd probably be cool to play. Well, go online with you or whatever, because I do that. I'm up for some co-op like with Destiny and all these other games. So yeah, I don't see why not. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I will keep an eye on it.
And of course, Neil, enlighten us with your sentence or word.
I will quote from Shadow Warrior itself. I am sitting here getting stiff.
Okay, we've got a lot of reviews to cover, so I'm only going to cover 3 of the most important reviews from this week, and then we'll cover the rest next week when we have a normal podcast.
Which I probably won't be on.
Which you might not be on.
Yeah, because I go away on Friday and I'll be busy with E3 like most of the week.
Okay, so I'll be covering it next week then. Either way, it'll be done. So if the reviews aren't in this, sorry people, but next week, I promise.
Cool.
So we'll do this for you right now. We've got 3. Colour Guardians review by John Paul Jones. This was on PS4, I think.
Yep.
He gave a 7.5. The final word was, with vibrant visuals and easy accessible gameplay, Colour Guardians is the best kind of gameplay palette cleanser. While certainly not a prospect for a long time, Colour Guardians regardlessly entertains with deft aplomb when taken in short bursts. We like the challenging and well-judged platform gameplay, the vibrant and colourful visuals. We dislike the challenging, well-judged platform gameplay. Load times on the Vita. Oh, this is the Vita version. Vita version are too long. Dane, have you played Colour Guardians?
Nope, I have not had the pleasure of playing it.
Garri?
No, I've never even heard of it.
Kurtis?
No, I haven't touched it. The game looks cool, and I say I want to play it, but I will forget about it. So,
Mike?
No, sadly not. I haven't.
And Neil?
Shite Sonic Heroes.
I would have said more like Sonic Colors, but okay. Because then it's Colour Guardians, get it? Yeah. Okay, I think we're going to go to. I don't think we covered this last week, so we're going to cover it last week before. The Witcher 3. Yes, we finally got a review up for that. But it's understandable. The game is huge.
Yep.
Carl Prowl. I can read a lot of words. I'm slowly skipping down to the actual review. See, I wish we had that button. Where
we get sent straight to the score. Yeah.
The final word: a masterclass in an open world game design. The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt packs every pixel of its gorgeous world with compelling fiction and believable, satisfying role playing. We like the rich storytelling, the staggering amount of content, the satisfying combat and leveling. We just like the inventory management, the frame rate drips and minor glitches, and we gave it a 9.5 out of 10.
Sweet.
Well, Carl gave it 9.5 out of 10. Garri?
Yes.
You still enjoying your Witcher 3 Wild Hunt?
I'm. You know what? I just found out. I've been playing for like 80 hours now, and I haven't even gone past the first act.
Wow.
God almighty.
Today. And there's 3 acts in a game, and yeah, I'm absolutely loving it. I haven't gotten bored of it in any way. I love everything about it. Side quests are fun. Actually, I think the side quests are more entertaining than the main quest.
That's usually the case, isn't it, with open world RPGs? Certainly was with the Elder Scrolls, anyway.
Yeah, that is true. But yeah, this game is just amazing. Amazing.
Kurtis, what do you think?
I mean, The Witcher 3, see, I thought this was going to be the game that saves me, because I hate RPGs. I hate RPGs that run for the hills. But when I saw this, I was like, okay, this is cool. Graphics are great. Got in it for 2 hours, I was like, yeah, I'm done. I can't do this. There's too much to do. That's the problem with the game. It gives me too much content.
This is true.
Yeah, I've got confused in it. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where it's like, the moment you tell me to go fetch herbs for your dying wife, or go find this that's pinned on a notice board, I don't want to know. I can't take side quests.
Dane, I don't think you've played it, have you?
No, I have not played it. I don't have a PS4. I'm the worst reviews editor ever.
Mike, have you played it?
I sadly haven't. No, Oh, you got me doing it again, Ben. You that living word, sadly, which isn't actually a word. You got me saying it just from editing your stuff. Oh, dear. No, unfortunately, no, I haven't played the game, but I do love open world RPGs. I practically lived in Oblivion when I first got it. I enjoyed Skyrim for what I enjoyed Skyrim for what I played a bit as well. To be honest, perfectly honest with you, the reason why I haven't played it is because I just don't have enough time to get into a game that big. It demands a lot of attention, and I've got too much else going on in my life right now to get dedicated to that. I know that may sound kind of lame, but at least I'm being honest. That's all I can say, really.
And Neil.
Yeah, top draw.
Okay, good game. Good game. Okay, this review I'm going to do quickly because it's the rubbish reviewer that did it. Magica 2, PS4 review by some guy called Benjamin Shillerbill. He doesn't even deserve to be his name mentioned. So, let's just... For some reason he wrote 2 pages, I know. It's a bad writer. The final word, Magica 2 is a great fantasy ROM featuring some brilliant spells, vibrant visuals and great co-op action. Its minor issues aren't enough to stop you from having a blast. We like the charming visuals, the spells are amazing with some great combinations, the great co-op. We dislike the amount of flow seems unbalanced at times, the character movement is ridiculously slow. He gave an 8.0. I don't know who he is, or whatever, but he did confirm there is no vampires in the game.
Yeah, you made that quite clear, didn't you?
Yeah, there's no vampires.
Despite the fact that the guy...
He's not a vampire. He's a vampire.
Okay. Oh, okay, I'm not saying anything.
Yeah. Okay. So, has anyone played this?
No, to be honest with you, I didn't even know it was on PlayStation until you reviewed it. I've heard of it.
I played the first game on the PC, and that game was harder than hell. And I'm like, nope. I can't. I couldn't even get through it. It was way too hard for me. In fact, I had to have competent people to help me do it, too. It was almost impossible to find that.
I beat the first few levels on my own on bananas. It was fun.
Congratulations.
Yeah, it was.
That's the hardest, isn't it?
Yeah, the hardest.
Bananas, yeah. I wonder what the hell you were talking about for a minute. Why is fruit coming into it?
I might prefer the mango difficulty.
Nah, pineapple's better.
So, anyone at all?
Nope. I didn't even know the game existed.
Maybe it didn't. Maybe it's just...
It was like Magic. I heard Magica 2 was out. I was like, I hadn't heard of Magica 1, so this is off my radar.
Yeah, that happens a lot with me, dude, as well. I don't play a lot of the games these guys do.
I'm actually going to dress up as the guy for Eurogamer. I'm
Which
buying
one?
the outfit. Yeah, as the Wizards.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I've decided they've got the outfit for 45 quid on their website. So I'm going to buy it. And I'm going to go as Eurogamer as a wizard.
Sweet.
I've always fancied dressing up as Wolverine. So I know it's slightly off topic, but I just think that would be quite cool. Because really, all you really need is a pair of jeans, a vest, dog tags, and some fake claws.
Yeah. Anyway, I think we should reel this back on topic, which is completely off topic, because we're going to change our topic to a different topic. How many words can I say that end with topic? We'll find out. E3. I know, I've not heard of it. Have you heard? Any of you ever heard of E3 before?
I think it's that thing in LA that happens now once a year.
I think you take it in vitamin supplements, don't you?
I thought it was that where they show that new unique IP every year. You know, Call of Duty. You know, I thought that's where. So that's where E3 comes from. You know, when that unique IP a bit announced. So with E3 coming up soon, we're all going to be incredibly busy writing stuff for it, not actually paying attention to anything that's going on. What are your expectations? What do you hope? What do you want? What do you wish? What do you could be? I think we're going to go with Dane first on what he thinks will happen with E3 this year. What do you think? Do you think Sony will announce a Persona 6 somehow, for some reason?
Persona 6 before Persona 5's even out. Sony will announce it. When did Sony buy Sega? Is the question that I would ask for that one, Ben. Holy crap. I'll be honest, I have no clue what's going to happen at E3. I mean, I would love to be surprised. That's what I want from E3. And the reason I say that is because usually they end up doing all of these press conferences and stuff before the actual event. So all of the good stuff gets revealed before then. So I would like to be surprised with something. Even if it's like what you said, Ben. Here's Persona 6. That's completely out of left field. I don't care. I want to be like, holy crap, I want that game. I'm excited. And that's my first hope. My second hope for things that might probably be shown at the event, I would hope to see more of the new Shin Megami Tensei Cross Fire Emblem game, even though it's not a PlayStation game, because I was excited to hear about that at a previous E3 2 years ago, and we're finally seeing stuff about the game, and it looks nothing like Fire Emblem. So I'm curious to see what happened to that game in the past 2 years. And other stuff for E3, I don't know. I'll save it for there in case you have more questions. I'll stop rambling.
Garri, what are you looking forward to? Possibly, maybe you'll see at E3, maybe, kind of? Batman 5?
There's so much I want to see that I'm probably not going to see. But right now, I'm excited to see what Square Enix is bringing, because their new direction right now, well, I guess it's not a new direction, but their direction of being a good company again has really surprised me. I know Final Fantasy 15 is not going to be there, which is weird to me, but I'm excited to see the new stuff they announce. I'm pretty sure they're going to announce Final Fantasy 12 Remastered at the E3 event. Let's see. We've pretty much already confirmed that the Batman Arkham Collection is going to be there. I don't know. There's so much. I want to see Mafia 3. I want to see Red Dead Redemption 2. I don't know how they're going to announce that game because Rockstar never attends E3. I'm really excited for everything that Xseed is bringing. Right now, Xseed is just killing it for me with all those awesome RPGs that I wanted to play for so long and couldn't because they're only coming out in Japan. But now I'm going to be able to, especially the Trials in the Sky. I'm hopeful for Fallout 4. I wasn't too impressed with the trailer they released. I'm hoping the actual gameplay is going to be amazing. Doom 4, really excited for that. I'm a huge Doom guy. Obviously, the robot dinosaurs from Guerrilla Games. I'm hoping I get that. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. And like Dane said, any big surprises would be nice. Surprises of, I guess I should say, I don't want to see surprises like, oh, this game is exclusive to my console and my console only because we paid a crap money for it. I want to see exclusives from actual developers like Sony. I want to see great exclusives from Sony and Microsoft and Nintendo. I do want to get a release date for Xenoblade Chronicles X on the Wii U, finally. But yeah, I don't want any third-party exclusives anymore, or exclusive DLC, because that just pisses me off.
Just to interject, one thing, LA Noire 2, if they show that, my mind will be blown. Give me LA Noire 2.
Can it be based on your book?
My what?
Your book, your old book you're in. Yeah,
my book has nothing to do with LA Noire.
No, but could they just make a mystery game based on your book?
That would be amazing, and then I'd probably be rich. So that would be wonderful for me. They might have to change a few words. Who knows?
So, what do you predict will be there, Garri? Is there any games you think will be there? Yeah.
I honestly have this feeling that Square Enix is going to announce a new game in the Chrono series. I just have that feeling. I think they're going to show something that's old, that people have wanted for a very long time, and they're finally going to give it to them, whether it's a Chrono game or if it's going to be some new version of Final Fantasy VII, a sequel, a prequel, I don't really care. They're not going to remake that game. I don't care how much people want it. It's just not going to happen.
Just give it to Capcom. They will make it.
I am expected to see some version of Resident Evil 7. if it's announced, if it's even announced as Resident Evil 7, I don't know. But there is going to be a brand new Resident Evil, I believe, from Capcom as well. Street Fighter 5 obviously is going to be at Sony's conference. I want a new Battletoads, even though it's probably going to be Microsoft exclusive. I love Battletoads. I'm just hoping it'll come to PC as well, so I don't have to buy an Xbox One for that. The Rise of the Tomb Raider, I'm really excited to see what they've done with that. I know it's, again, Microsoft exclusive for now. It hopefully will eventually come to PlayStation, but I'm excited to see what they do with that.
It's only timed exclusive.
Yeah. So I'm hoping to actually announce a PC release for that as well, to come out at the same time. Obviously, Uncharted 4 I think is going to have a huge showing for Sony as well. Yeah, and obviously The Last Guardian. If it's there, I'm excited to see it. Yeah.
Well, The Guardian, ironically, in some ways, announced that it'll be there, and Sony hasn't pushed it down like they normally do every year. So.
Yeah, but the thing is, every E3 there's somebody that says The Last Guardian is going to be there, and it's not there.
Yeah, but Sony normally says that it's not going to be there.
Oh, that's true.
The Last Guardian will be shown at the last E3. We'll never see it again.
I guess it's up to you now, Kurtis. What do you think will be there? Do you think The Last Guardian 2 will be announced? They'll just skip the first one and go to 2.
Yeah, I mean, weighing into The Last Guardian, everything I want to see is either going to be delayed till next year or it's pure fantasy. I mean, I want to see Crash Bandicoot, but who knows if that's going to happen. I mean, we put that in our top E3 predictions article, and that's number one, what I really want to see, but that's got as much as a chance as happening as The Last Guardian. Better yet, Half-Life 3. So, I don't know what to make of it. But other than that, I just want to see real exclusives, like true PlayStation exclusive, true Xbox exclusives, not this timed exclusivity rubbish that's going on with Tomb Raider, Street Fighter, all of this.
Well, Street Fighter's not timed exclusive at all, it's just exclusive.
Oh, they finally confirmed it now.
Yeah, because Sony's confirmed.
Yeah. Yeah, but you're missing an important point here. If Devil May Cry doesn't meet sales expectations, they have to make their money somewhere else.
Well,
so
Sony's paying for the whole thing, so...
They're paying for it?
Yeah, Sony's paying for the actual development, and they've got staff doing the work as well, so...
Oh, that's interesting, because Microsoft are paying for Tomb Raider, but that's timed.
Yeah, but Sony themselves have sent people to work on it. It's not just Capcom staff, it's Sony and Capcom.
Oh, where to go, Sony?
Yeah.
What is it? Yoshimaru Ono, I think, is the guy in charge of Street Fighter now. Yeah, he came out and said that it is 100% only going to be on PlayStation.
And PC.
Swan.
And PC, sorry, yes. Oh, so, sorry to interrupt. God of War 4 as well.
Yeah, God of War 4 has to be there. They have to show not even a trailer. They need to do what they've done for God of War 3, where they had that 7-10 minute demo. They need to do that for God of War 4, just to put my heart at ease, if anything. That's what they need to do.
But yeah. So yeah, that thing with Street Fighter. Anyway, yeah, good games. I would love a new God of War as well. I love my God of War games. Mike, what are you looking forward to? What do you think is going to be there? Do you think there's going to be a Resident Evil 7 / Tekken? Tekken?
Tekken and Resident Evil beat crossover. You heard it first. Oh god, where to start? Tekken Evil, yeah. And
they'll remaster it in 2 years.
Oh yeah, they're already working on the remaster.
Yeah. Well, starting with Resident Evil 7, Garri said he expects to see it in some form. I think that would be cool. There's no doubt they're working on it. I think it was leaked through a CV a couple of years back, a year or so back, or whatever. Personally, I think they'd wait for Resident Evil 7 to be featured at something like TGS, simply because of it's a big Japanese company game, and I can't. Going into the depths of my mind, I can't recall them ever announcing a Resident Evil game at E3. They've been at E3 a lot, but they've always announced them prior to E3. But we'll see. Zero's going to be there at least. The thing with E3 is a lot of things leak beforehand, and that's what really annoys me. I mean, Uncharted HD leak, that was confirmed before E3 actually kicked off, and that was a big game for me. That was a big release prediction for me. I know everyone knew it was coming, but still, it's happened on a lot of things as well across various formats, which is annoying. I just wish they'd save stuff. So going by that, I really hope there are some genuine surprises like Kurtis and Dane were talking about. I'd really like to see The Last Guardian there. I think, they need to come out with this after all this time, or at least they would have said that it was cancelled by now. It's definitely still in development. I'm sure it is. And I think out of all the years, I think there's a good chance of seeing it now. A new God of War would be great as well. I'm not so sure if they're actually they're going to announce one, but that would be great. Something like Siphon Filter would be good, or a Crash Bandicoot, that would be great. Tekken 7 will probably be announced for PS4. I reckon we'll see some sort of new remasters announced, maybe something Final Fantasy related, like Garri said. I think a Mass Effect HD trilogy isn't out of the question. We'll certainly see something on Mass Effect 4. I think in terms of Sony specifically, I reckon Uncharted 4 will take a big stage, a big chunk of the a conference on a stage show demo, because every Uncharted is always featured a stage show demo there, apart from maybe Golden Abyss. I think they'd probably say reveal some finer details about the Uncharted HD collection. But yeah, I mean, it's hard at this point. I mean, I think Capcom. I wouldn't be surprised if we heard something else from Capcom. If not Resident Evil 7, I wouldn't be surprised if they announced something else like Resident Evil 5 and 6 HD. Honestly, I seriously think they're doing that because it's just like them to do something like that. But yeah, the big games for me would be something like Mass in the broader sense, Mass Effect 4, maybe a new God of War, Uncharted 4 stage show demo, Mass Effect HD. Something Resident Evil that hasn't been announced yet. I expect we'll see something more on Ratchet and Clank as well. To be honest, there's so many damn games. I'm just going over things now. I'm probably repeating myself, but there's just so much stuff that I think they could pull out this year. I think this year will be very, 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 very good compared to the previous years. I think we'll actually get some genuine surprises. If we're not talking about Sony specifically, because we mentioned like Xbox and that, I'd like to see some Nintendo. It'd be cool to see the new Star Fox game. It'd be cool if they announced new F-Zero as well. Microsoft, Tomb Raider. They've been saying that it's going to be like the biggest E3 for them ever. So I have no idea what they could be coming up with, but it'd be cool to see what they do. But yeah, something on Tomb Raider would be nice. Halo would probably be there, but no, nothing from Rockstar though. There'll be no Red Dead 2. There'll be no new LA Noire. Nothing like that, because Rockstar are never there. They'll announce that at another time in their own time, like they always do. Yeah, so that's about it really. I can't really. There's probably loads more stuff, but off the top of my head, that's all I can think of right now. I expect to be really surprised. Oh, Assassin's Creed will probably be featured as well. They always have a stage show demo of Assassin's Creed, so Syndicate will be there as well in some form. I've got my fingers crossed though. I'm really, really, really hoping this will be a very good show. I've got a feeling about this one. So yeah, there we go.
Before we go to Neil, sorry about this. Some slightly breaking news that just got announced about 10 minutes ago.
Oh yeah.
There will be a new Transformers game coming out in October by Platinum Games for the PS4. It's called Transformers Devastation.
By Platinum Games?
Yeah, by
Is
Platinum
there a
Games.
link for the pre-order page already?
Yeah. Well, of course, there's a pre-order page already. Even if the game didn't have pictures, there'll be a pre-order page somewhere.
Wait, so
Yeah,
Activision doesn't have the license anymore?
No,
Yeah.
Activision still has a license, but Platinum Games is making it.
Oh,
Is that the new game that was rumored to be announced at E3?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So that's
Wow, that kills a little bit of the fun and the surprises already.
See what I mean?
Or
There's always
E3.
a leak.
There's always a league. Just to interject one more time, to go back to Garri when he was talking about Square Enix, something realistic at E3 that I would enjoy seeing would be a new Parasite Eve, like a real sequel to that series. That would have me surprised. That would have me, gleefully in anticipation for the years to come if they were to make a real sequel, not the third birthday thing that was on the PSP, but an actual RPG sequel.
There's the thing with that though, Dane, is they don't have the license to do that anymore. That's why the third birthday was such a huge change. The first game was based on a book, and the author still owns all the rights. And then they did the second one, which was still based in the same world, same characters and everything, but it wasn't based on the book anymore. But now they don't have the license. That's why they had to change the name, pretty much change the entire game. So chances are you won't get anything called Parasite Eve anymore.
Oh, well, give me the same character. It doesn't have to be the same name. You could just, as long as it's the same character, same type of story, just make a sequel to 2, and then it's all good. Because they still have the rights to the characters. So,
well, the character is really, it's just a name. You know, they can make any name they want, and you can't really get sued for using a name. But everything with the mitochondria, all of that, they can't use anymore. That's the problem.
I'm sure they could finagle something in there to do it.
Oh look, we've lost. It's the future. We've lost the name of the disease. We'll have to call it something else. It's evolved into something else. Oh no!
Why do you have to ruin fun, Garri? Why do you have to ruin fun with facts?
I'm sorry.
Okay. Now as Neil's been waiting patiently, we'll go to Neil on his predictions, his thoughts, what he expects, and oh my god, it's a G1 Transformers game. Yes, oh yes.
Mm-hmm. That's actually just burst my bubble. I was like, ugh. I was like, all this talk of Vanquish 2, I was like, oh, that'd be great, brilliant, like that. But no, Transformers, guaranteed 6 out of 10 game. I guarantee it.
No, guaranteed I'm buying it because it's Generation 1.
No, I think Sony needs something to fill out the rest of the year, and I think if it's not The Last Guardian, then I think it'll be No Man's Sky. I think they really need to show more of that off this year, one way or the other, because there's so much potential, but still not enough known about it. But I think it will have a big part to play there. I know Bethesda obviously have the usual suspects there that we now know, Fallout and Doom, but yeah, I wouldn't mind just a title screen or a quick image of the next Elder Scrolls, being wishful thinking. Quite looking forward to seeing more of the new Deus Ex as well from Square.
Ah, yes.
Because just Human Revolution was just ace. It'd be great to see more of that. Still hoping that Criterion, or what's left of them, get to make that racer they were talking about last year.
Need for Speed?
No, not Need for Speed. Need for Speed Arena. But again, with Need for Speed itself being there, it's probably less likely they'll show it off this year. What else is that? I think Telltale are going to be there in some capacity. Funnily enough, on the same program as Robert Kirkman, who writes The Walking Dead. So potential that they could reveal the next season of Walking Dead, which that would be a really cool thing. Other than that, I'd say if we're talking wishful thinking, the fact that there's a PC conference for once, would there be a better time? Yeah, it's like, would there be a better time to just follow through and have Half-Life 3? Be nice. Just to take. I mean, if we're gonna have The Last Guardian and Fallout and all these other things, it's like, why not just get all the games that have been in limbo forever and just chuck them out?
Shenmue 3.
Yeah, Shenmue 3. Yeah, Sega will just rock up and just say, there you go, we've done it. We've had it for years.
If Half-Life 3 is there, nothing else matters. Everybody else is just gonna lose.
Shenmue 3's on the stores now. Go download it.
we found it back. It was down the back of the sofa at Sega's offices for years, and we just found it. Yeah, man. Like that. But slightly more realistically, maybe Konami thinking, well, we've got to do something with Metal Gear, now there's no cartridge after this, so let's announce that we're remastering the Twin Snakes. Which, why not? That's it. That's the only other thing I could really wish for, I think. I mean, I don't like it as much as the original Metal Gear, but not many people have got to experience it. Again, like it's the same with the Resident Evil remake and Zero. The fact that it was on the GameCube and that sort of stops it again.
Snakes.
Yeah, it was a decent effort by them. Hopefully, get more people to experience it. Will be all the better. Yeah, that's it really for my predictions and thoughts. I think.
Oh, the Division as well.
I've got to like that less and less as time's gone on. I think it's
we haven't seen it in a while, so it would be nice to see it.
Oh yeah, I would like to see it. See
it's not messed up by the 4 studios working on it now.
Yeah, which worked out so well last time. They had a few studios working on something.
I guess it's time for my predictions.
Yeah.
By predictions, we mean planning, because obviously, as we know, I know the future.
Of course.
I will know exactly what's going on at any. So if you don't want spoilers for E3, skip this part, because obviously I'm going to be completely correct about this. Okay, so Sony's they'll start with a montage. Then they'll show Uncharted. And then it will go to Guerrilla Games. And then it will go to a teaser of God of War. And then it will be another montage. And then we'll get some sales talk. And then we'll get a montage. And then we'll get the Call of Duty people will come on and talk about exclusivity, because we'll get timed exclusivity DLC. Then the Star Wars people will come on and talk about timed exclusivity. And then Creed will come on and talk about timed exclusivity. And then there'll be a teaser trailer at the end, and then another montage. Microsoft, Scalebound, Crackdown, Gears of War, Halo 5, a new IP by Rare, announcement of how many they've sold so far, maybe a price cut again.
You really think they'll announce how much they sold?
Yeah, they will.
Well, they'll just go, we've also sold many consoles.
They'll say how many they've shipped.
Oh, Ben, you're describing the worst E3 ever right now.
Oh, I think it's going to happen, though. I really do. Square Enix will show off a new IP. They'll show off some more of the Final Fantasy, not really a remaster. They might. I think Chrono 2. Yeah, the new Chrono. There might be.
Yeah, there's been talk of that. The teaser says it's got the music in it, hasn't it?
Yeah. So, and then I expect them to do I know they said they're not going to do anything Final Fantasy 15 related, but I expect a trailer at the end. And same with Kingdom Hearts. So I expect some time on Kingdom Hearts.
What's the release date?
No. This is Square.
Release date?
I predict that, and I predict Deus Ex playable some kind. If not playable on the show, just someone played it. Gameplay footage.
Like a run through, yeah.
Ubisoft, I expect some sort of climbing game. I expect Rayman. I expect an Ubisoft game where they do the things that they do in an Ubisoft game, where you have a storyline where you've got to collect watchtowers and then reveal the map.
One
and then follow people.
Game was.
Huh?
Let's go. Do we see Watch Dogs 2 this year?
No, I don't think we'll see Watch Dogs 2. I think we might see more about The Crew 2. And then we might see Just Dance 2016. And we might see Assassin's Creed. Well, we'll see Assassin's Creed Syndicate. And I think there'll be an Assassin's Creed announced for PS3 360.
Really?
You reckon?
Well, yeah, come on. It's money.
Yeah, but I think they'll replace that with the shorter 2.5D series.
I don't know. I think it's more money.
I to be honest with you, I think that I seriously think they're announced Rogue for PS4 and Xbox One, if anything.
No, they won't announce that yet. That'll be announced next year, I think.
Yeah.
What, they wait that long?
Well, yeah, because they've got their 2.5 games this year.
Oh, yeah, good point.
So I can see Syndicate being at the end of this year, and I can expect Rising Phoenix to be the PS3 game. And then for Nintendo, Zelda, more Mario, and
Zelda won't be there. They've already said.
Splatoon 2. We're
Splatoon.
kids now.
The splash.
I think Nintendo's going to surprise a lot of people at E3.
Oh yeah. Well, they've patented Diddy Kong recently, so we might see a new Donkey Kong game based on Diddy Kong.
Diddy Kong Racing,
Or-
maybe.
Diddy Kong Racing, yeah.
I think it'll be like Diddy Kong Returns. You know, like a Donkey Kong game. I don't think it'll be another racing game, not with Mario Kart 8 being really recent.
Yeah.
I'll tell you. Yeah,
They did
I'll
say
tell
they're going to announce a big third-party deal as well. They're gonna talk about how they're changing their third-party systems. So
Maybe we're all wrong. Maybe Sony isn't getting
We'll see.
exclusive rights to Call of Duty DLC. Maybe it's Nintendo.
can you imagine if Nintendo
Biggest
secured
coup
these
ever.
Call of Duty? all Call of Duty from now on coming only to Nintendo Wii U.
Yeah, timed exclusive month DLC for Nintendo consoles. Only on Wii U and 3DS.
get your Call of Duty amiibos. They're coming.
Oh. They'd still sell out. Which
Yeah.
would make me sad.
Actually, do you know what the best thing they could do, Nintendo, from a third-party perspective, is to pay off Sega's contract with Sonic Boom and just say, go make your game somewhere else, because this series clearly ain't going to work.
Oh yeah, because they've got Sonic Boom 2, right? Fire and Sun.
Fire and Ice, yeah.
Fire and Ice, that's it, yeah.
Did that do well at all,
No.
Sonic?
No! It
You
was
can beat
awful.
the whole game as Knuckles just by skipping all the bosses.
Oh my god.
It's terrible.
That'll be the best news right there if Nintendo announces that they finally bought Sonic from Nintendo or from Sega, and they can
Yeah.
go on
Just
their
say,
own.
just give them all the money and say, look, we'll do it. Just because clearly you ain't got any clues anymore.
Yeah.
Why doesn't Nintendo just outright buy Sega and just be done with it?
Yeah, but they won't
Then,
get another
then the
binary
mission's
domain.
complete.
Yeah. And then we could have the Nintendo Wii cast.
Wii cast, yeah.
The Mega
Hey.
Wii.
Don't talk crap on the Dreamcast. It was an amazing console.
Damn right.
Dreamcast was amazing. So yeah, I think that's pretty much all my E3 predictions, which obviously, because I'm me, are not predictions, they are in fact facts. And Bloodborne DLC will be there, of course.
Yes, so excited.
And Dark Souls 3 will be there.
Yeah, oh god, yeah, Dark Souls 3, yeah.
So yeah. I don't know.
Who do you guys think is going to have the best showing? Which conference?
Nintendo.
Really?
Well, technically they don't have a conference.
No.
That's why they have the best one.
Yeah.
They won't
Yeah.
fuck it up.
Yeah.
It's
Bethesda.
all pre-recorded.
I'd say Bethesda, probably. To be honest.
I agree. I think Bethesda has everything to lose in their conference. Right now they have everything going in, but they better provide.
So yeah, that's my predictions for the Sony, Microsoft, Square.
Hey Gary, did you see the E3 Square Enix hype video?
Yes, I did.
Okay, what? I didn't see it yet. What did they show on it?
Oh, they didn't show anything. They said they're going to talk about some of the games that people already know are coming, and then there are four or five games I think they like bleeped out in the trailer, so you would know what it is.
That's what I meant by showing. What were they talking about in the video?
Oh, it was just, we're also going to show you bleep, and then it's like, we're going to show this bleep as well.
Yeah. But
So-
interestingly, the music in it was from the Chrono series.
Yes, that was the interesting thing that somebody caught onto as well. They used the
So-
Chrono song.
To
And they talked
answer
about time
Ben's-
travel as well.
Oh, jeez, that's got to be Chrono. That's so Chrono. Chrono Trigger 2. Bring
Only
it.
on Wii U.
Yeah, only on Wii. That would be a system seller. I have no doubt that people would buy EU. Oh yeah, an EU, a Wii U for Chrono Trigger 2. But I think to answer Ben's question, Square Enix could potentially have the best show depending on what those surprise games are. Because like what I said before, I want to be surprised, and if they bring out, Chrono Trigger 2 and Secret of Mana, or like sequels to all these old SNES games, SNES RPGs, bam, there's your company at the show right there. We know what?
Star Ocean 5 is going to be there. That's already been announced.
I thought the last Star Ocean was the last Star Ocean.
The Last Hope. No, they've already announced the new one. They have pictures and everything online. I'm just saying it's most likely going to be on the show floor.
Well, that could be cool. That would be interesting to see.
Come on, guys. We all know that Konami made the best impression a few years ago with its conference. 1 million troops.
Well, they don't have a conference, so which conference are they going to show Metal Gear Solid 5?
Sony.
Yeah, probably Sony.
They've shown the whole game all the time on Microsoft's press conference.
Well, they could show a PC one, to be honest.
Yeah.
Highly unlikely.
Well, at TGS they showed Metal Gear Solid at Sony's booth when I was there in 2013.
They could show it at Nintendo's, even though it's not on that, just because.
Nintendo's not even turning up to E3.
Well,
Literally.
Sitting in their treehouse.
Yeah, they're Skyping the audience. That's where you got to look at it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hey, it's saving them cash, man. It's saving Nintendo cash.
Because they don't have a lot of that, do they?
Yeah, they don't have cash. They're a small indie company.
Yeah,
They've
they don't
literally
have
got-
that with Amiibos.
They've got a Scrooge McDuck style fucking building, just full of money.
Yeah, yeah. Reggie goes diving in it every day, like Scrooge McDuck does.
Red tails.
Reggie was
Like
one
an
of the best
Amiibo
things.
himself.
Reggie was one of the best things about E3. It's a shame they don't do a conference anymore.
Well, did you know there was going to be a conference this year?
There was.
Is
Yeah,
it?
because there isn't now, but there was going to be because there was a conference issue with Square and Nintendo this year.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So Square decided to push their conference forward, back an hour. There's respect for Nintendo. Yeah, so it was going to be like 5 o'clock our time for Nintendo and 5 o'clock for Square Enix, but now it's 5 o'clock and 6 o'clock.
Oh, right.
Then Nintendo says, no, we're not going to be there anyway.
Well, see, Ben, I don't think it was out of respect. I think it was the fact that they were going to show off some exclusive games.
Yeah.
And they didn't want to conflict each other.
Yeah, that too, probably.
Chrono Trigger 2.
Yeah, but realistically, we're looking forward to Square Enix's games more so than Nintendo's, because we know what Nintendo's bringing.
Yeah. Well, do we? It could be Bayonetta 3.
Could be the new console.
Yeah, Nintendo.
We might be getting Ryu with Smash Brothers, okay? Did you guys see that trailer?
Yeah, that's a good thing. I like that.
Yeah, the new console won't be there. They've already said that they're not going to show
Oh
it.
yeah,
Nintendo.
but they could sort of describe what it is and what it's about.
I don't think they know what the new console is. I think it's an idea inside Reggie's head. I don't believe it's a real concept.
I want that.
Yeah.
I just want that. An idea inside Reggie's head.
Yeah.
So I got a question for you guys. What do you think? Who do you think is going to have the most cringeworthy moment for their company?
Microsoft.
Ubisoft.
Yeah.
Are they going to bring Mr. Caffeine out of retirement?
They've got that woman hosting the press conference again.
Aisha Taylor.
Yeah.
Girl would.
Worst thing to happen to Friends ever.
Yep.
Yep.
I think
I don't care about her gaming credentials. It's just that she was the worst thing about Friends.
She was.
Amazing.
I bet came in and ruined Russ's life. That's what she'd done.
Just made it overly complex for no reason at all.
Why can't we just make a podcast about Friends?
I'll be happy with that.
Yeah. But
Microsoft are usually pretty cringy, though. But I don't know who's running the show now because hasn't Don Matrick left or whatever his name is?
Yeah,
Phil
he's-
2 years ago, man. That was 2 years ago.
I'm pretty sure Spencer.
I'll be on stage for Microsoft.
Dang, you turned into a robot.
Okay, I think we're going to slowly wrap this up now, I think. because we can't really talk about our impressions of E3 when it's not actually happened yet. We can only talk about what we want to happen and what might happen, or what could happen, or what will happen, or in my case, or what has happened. It's some from the future. So yeah. Quick wrap up. Is there any major thing anyone brings back about E3 this year?
I just want to see Gears of War. That'll make me happy.
Well, we know
It'll be there.
the remaster's going to be there, obviously.
They've already. Well, there's a countdown trailer tour for Microsoft's press conference with the Gears of War logo right now.
There's that guy that got sued because he released images of the remaster.
Yeah.
You got sued.
I think the new one will be there.
I think he did, yeah, because he got an early version of the remaster. Yeah, as a beta test, and he sort of like put a video online.
Oh, that, yeah.
Yeah, not sued. He got his account banned. Sorry.
I mean, that's a bit silly. I mean, if someone leaks it, that's on Microsoft's fault, not theirs.
Yeah.
So.
And for some reason, Neil says we all sound like horses, so that sounds
True.
amazing. Okay, Dane, is there anything you want to talk about E3 before we wrap up?
Just I hope to see some big surprises. I want to be surprised, and I want to be hyped for like some big new RPG from Square.
Chrono Fantasy 4.
Give me Parasite Eve 4 and LA Noire 2, and I'll be happy.
Garri, anything major you want to talk about before we wrap this up?
Kurtis, no death to RPGs, man. Just being a hater.
Haters gonna hate.
RPGs can die. Like, I tried with The Witcher 3. Still got nothing.
That would be the best thing, Chili. Let's see Hater, the RPG. Right? It's all about David Hayter.
Hatred, the RPG.
Yeah. Hatred, the RPG. I'll play that.
Oh man.
They actually technically already have a game like that. It's called Super Columbine RPG.
Fucking Jesus.
Sounds amazing. I want it.
That's most likely illegal everywhere.
No, you can get it for free. It's a free download everywhere.
Oh wow.
From like 10 years ago.
So yeah, Garri, what do you think? What do you want? What do you think? Is there any final words for the E3 Special Super Chocolate Fudgy Edition?
I think Nintendo will have the best showing, like I said. For me, the way Capcom wins E3 is if they give me Mega Man Legends 3. That's a winner for me right there, but that's probably not going to happen.
You'll get Mega Man 1 to 6 again and you'll like it.
No, I'm not happy about that announcement at all.
You'll like it.
I'm actually interested to see if Warner Brothers announces anything after Batman. If there's going to be a new DC game, if NetherRealm shows off, Injustice 2 or something like that.
You know what Warner Brothers need to do? They need to get their hands on Daredevil and do what they did to the Arkham series to that.
That's never going to happen.
Game.
Warner Brothers owns DC, so Marvel will never let Warner Brothers do anything with it.
There's rumors about Marvel and Telltale games, though, ain't there?
Yeah, they got a deal.
Yeah, they've got an Avengers game, haven't they? Telltale Games or whatever.
Yeah, there's a Lego Avengers, and then Telltale's got a deal with Marvel to do several projects next year onwards, I think.
It's going to be the Avengers. Come on.
Hopefully.
No, I said it'll probably tie in with the TV shows they've got going on Netflix, to be honest, I think. Because it'll be more grounded, more sort of real sort of stuff.
Right now, in my opinion, Warner Brothers has been the best publisher on these next-gen consoles.
Yeah, they're the best selling at the minute.
The games.
No doubt.
PlayStation 3, Batman, Middle-earth, Shadow of Mordor, Dying Light. They've just been killing it. Mortal Kombat.
Garri, I'd agree with you, but they never invite us anywhere.
Yeah, I'm sorry. But right now, they've definitely been the best publisher on these current gen consoles, and I want to see what they've got coming up in the future after Batman. So I'm hoping it's another DC game with a new DC character, but we'll see.
Kurtis, is there any final words you want to talk about this E3?
Gears of War, God of War, and anything else with war.
Great.
Wait, don't forget Crash Bandicoot.
War.
Yeah,
You
Crash
should
Bandicoot
play Ubisoft's Toy Soldiers War Chest. It's all about
I
war.
must admit, I'm looking forward to that.
sounds like an
It's got
anime.
G.I. Joe.
Yeah.
I'm sold already. It has
And
G.I.
He-Man.
Joe in it.
And
It's got-
He-Man.
Well, yeah.
And I think Skeletor by the looks of the pictures.
Awesome.
Nice.
So yeah, Dane, I'm looking forward to that as well, myself. And is there actually a release date for that yet or not?
The coming 2015 is the release date, as
Yeah.
said by the Ubisoft website, which I'm on. PC and PlayStation 4. So it's not apparently on any other system. So
Wow.
it seems to be an exclusive at the moment.
No Ubisoft, it probably won't work either.
It'll have some sort of towers to climb up and
Yeah, radio towers to hack.
yeah.
The
I'll have
five
to follow
seat-
someone.
They'll show the crew too, and you actually have to drive up the radio towers.
Yeah.
That's what they'll show.
Like a cartoon car, just sort of one wheel at a time. Going up.
Crew 2 now with what do you call it? You know.
Crew 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah. Like stealth mechanics.
Crew 2 Parkour
There's some
Edition.
cars parking behind bushes.
If anyone gets too close, it sets your car alarm off.
Yeah.
She discovered.
Don't. We're giving them ideas. We're giving them ideas.
I know Ubisoft, these ideas will see the light of day.
Yeah.
Oh,
We
yeah.
should stop.
Yep.
And then there'll be customizable DLC. Yeah, like there is already, but more.
And all the cars will have hidden blades.
Hidden blades will be in the wheels.
See, that would be alright. I wouldn't mind.
And spiked rims.
Spiked rims, yeah.
You assassinate them on a freeway.
May as well turn it into Twisted Metal.
No, that'll be too much fun, Gary. You can't have fun. I mean, if you kill innocent people on the highway, you'll just go back to the start
Then
again.
it becomes Carmageddon.
The car would desynchronize if
Yeah.
you kill innocents.
You don't pay your parking tickets on time.
Yeah, the car is in the Animus.
Which means it's in the
Caramus.
showroom.
It's a futuristic car that's been in like the early 1900s. It's like seeing its past self.
Yeah. You know the most interesting aspect of it? They'll drive off rooftops and land in barrels of hay.
Yeah,
That's what happens.
no barrels of oil. Yeah,
Yeah, barrels of oil.
You guys got so derailed, man.
like,
Yeah.
this is what's happening at E3 this year.
Don't you realize this is Ubisoft's blueprints for like the next 10 years?
Yeah.
They've already got this down.
Okay. Is there anything else, guys?
Yeah, I would say that somebody get the band back together and make Time Splitters happen again. That'd be
I
lovely.
didn't know you were Kurtis.
All right, I thought you said anyone else.
Yeah, thanks, no.
I am Curtis, yes.
So Kurtis, I see we've confused Neil now. So
Wow.
Kurtis, what do you think? Anything else?
No, that's it. I mean, heads off to Ubisoft with the radio towers, Gears of War. It's all good.
all
Okay, so once we finish climbing down the radio towers, we'll get Neil to talk. Neil?
No, we don't climb down, we climb up, and we jump off into barrels of hay. And
Into the barrel.
if you're in a car, you land in a barrel of oil.
So Neil, actually, one second. What kind of vision would it be? I know they have Eagle Vision on Assassin's Creed. Would it be like
Sat nav.
Yeah,
sat-nav
with that
vision?
nav.
It'd be like high-vis lights, isn't it?
Window vision.
It'll be tinted windows.
No, that's for the sequel.
It'd be like microtransactions so you can get different air fresheners for your car.
Yeah.
You can pay for different radio tracks.
Yeah.
Okay, so enough with this. Let's go completely super serial.
Super serial.
Super serial. Neil, what do you think? What's your final thoughts on E3 this year?
The only other thing I thought of was that Square Enix new Hitman. I really would like that. I was quite a fan of Absolution still, even though it was different enough from the old ones. So yeah, but they do that and somebody pull their finger out and get everyone back together to make Time Splitters 4.
Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Sweet. And Mike, your final thoughts on something that's not happened yet?
I'm not really sure what. I think I've gone over all the stuff that I like to see, but yeah, three. I think I narrowed it down to three things from me. And a massive Uncharted 4 blowout, stage show demo, a big surprise, Resi 7, a new God of War, Guerrilla Games new IP, something like that, and Shenmue 3. Oh, okay, no, that's not going to happen, but whatever.
We can dream.
We can dream, yeah.
We can dream.
Your dream for Shenmue is like my dream for Streets of Rage.
Yeah, no, I heard Shenmue is actually happening, and it's coming back on a Sega Dreamcast. Dreamcast HD, I heard it's coming back.
Capcom's remastering it.
Yeah.
You know, they were meant to actually be remastering 1 and 2 in HD a few years ago. There were reports, but nothing ever happened. So, Lord knows what.
They were really half-assed about doing Shenmue 2 properly in the first place. For European and US regions. So,
but they bought all those other rubbish games. Not rubbish games. You know, they did those half-assed HD ports of like Space Channel 5 or whatever it was, and like Sonic.
Sega Bass Fishing.
Yeah, Sega Bass Fishing, and yet they won't do Shenmue or anything like that. You know, it's just
Skies of Arcadia. That's the only one I want.
Yeah, Skies of Arcadia would be cool, but yeah. No, that's it from me, Ben. Pretty much those three. Okay, well, no, I can't say Shenmue 3. I'm just trying to think of something else. Mass Effect. Anything Mass Effect related. Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
Cool.
So yeah, that's our E3 podcast pretty much wrapped up. Of course, we're probably not going to be right 100% unless it's me, because I can see the future. So yeah, I think we're going to wrap it up soon.
Yeah.
So...
I've just thought of a new IP for Ubisoft now.
Oh, what?
It's the same as The Crew, but with horses.
Horses?
Yep.
With horses?
Yeah,
they still can't get the horse collision right on Assassin's Creed. How are they going to do a horse?
Exactly, so let them focus on just horses and not people, and it'll be even better. They can have them climb the towers, wear the silly hoods, and, ride along the roads. It'll be great.
They'll have hidden blades in their hooves.
Yeah, and like a mission where you're a horse with fire breath that has to blow up a field of marijuana or something while some dubstep plays in the background.
They'll
You've also got a
assassinate
mission
people
where
from the ground.
you're a horse that has to follow someone without being detected.
Yeah. But you've got an incessant problem with neighing.
Yeah. And the guy that you're following is carrying a big block of salt.
You just can't stop yourself.
What is happening?
You just have to hammer the buttons down to stop yourself from licking the salt.
I don't even know you guys anymore.
I think we've got to bring up the fact that Ned for Speed Arena will be there as well, and that Resident Evil Streets of Rage game.
Streets of Rage one. Yeah.
That's obviously going to be there, and of course, me and Neil's Trucker Simulator is going to be there.
Yeah, Drive Home from Work Simulator.
Yeah. So these are all confirmed titles. That's just confirmed. Anyway, we're going to wrap it up now.
Yeah.
So, Kurtis, have you got any shout-outs, and is there any way people can contact you?
Yeah, so you can follow me on Twitter at Dante and Virgil X. If that's too hard to remember, just follow anything from PSU and you'll see it retweeted by me. And be sure to check out our E3 article and our top 10 E3 predictions just before E3 starts, because we're basically right on everything that's been said so far. Yeah.
You know it.
Yeah. Dane, is there any way people can contact you, and have you got any shout-outs?
They can contact me by email at dane.smith@psu.com. That's DANE. Or you can reach me on Twitter at LaSombraFiles, LASOMBRAFILES. And just a shout out to all the fans we still have around after the complete derailing of Ubisoft. Obviously, we're not going to get a Ubisoft conference ticket anymore after basically, revealing all of their secrets.
We did it with EA the other week as well, so,
Yeah, we're slowly getting rid of all the publishers, so it's fine. And Garri, is there any way people can stalk you? Is there any shout outs?
Oh yes. Shout outs to my friends outside of PSU. I'm not gonna mention all of them by name, but yeah, you can contact me on Twitter at Gaglaush. That's GAGLAUSH. Or you can email me at my PSU email at Garri. That's GARRI at PSU.com.
Okay, and Mike, how can people follow you, and how can people, you've got any shout outs to people?
In the spirit of Ben, you can stalk me at mike.harrodance at psu.com. I don't have Twitter though, so sorry about that. Shout outs. Yeah, I'd like to give a shout out to the usual guys, like my mate Richard from who I met at various events, really cool guy. Fonz, who's our #1 super fan. All the rest of the PSU crew and all our loyal listeners as well. And thanks to anyone who's added me to PSN from the podcast over the last last couple of months, really. If you want to add me on PSN, it's Billy_Cohen84. That's capital B and a capital C. Billy_Cohen84. Yeah, add me, guys, if you want. I probably won't talk to you very much, but you can add me. I never seem to get around to talking to people who add me. I don't know why. But I'm happy for anyone to add me if they want, and give the podcast a shout out to like-minded PlayStation fans. If you don't mind, that would be great. Cheers.
Okay, Neil, I don't think I've got to you yet, have I?
You have not. You have not.
Neil, it's your turn to shine.
Whee! It's my time. Okay. I give a shout out to my dear friend Oliver for buying me a horse in the Elder Scrolls Online this week. It's the true sign of friendship when you can buy each other horses. Contact-wise, you can find me at Nezco, that's NEZZKO on Twitter, neil.bolt@psu.com for email, and on PSN it's Son of Venom, all lowercase, same word. Same words? No, all one word. That's what I meant. And other than that, I would also implore people to try and take up the unofficial, incredibly deadly E3 drinking game that we set up on the site. It's deadly, yeah.
See, I don't drink, so I won't be touching that.
Yeah, kind of hard for someone who's teetotal.
Plus, with all the stuff I'm going to be have to do during the night, no.
Well, going from most of the things so far, you'd be dead.
Yes.
So, because most of them have happened.
I can't imagine covering a press conference drunk. That would be quite fun.
Really? That was going to be my plan.
Oh.
Okay, now for my shout out. I want to shout out to everyone on Twitter who follows me. I'm at 600 followers now. I want to shout out to Thomas Gargan. You should get your prize in the next few weeks. I sent it off a couple of days ago. And Nova, I'm going to give you a prize also, but it's going to be in the next week or so. So expect that soon. I will also be hosting another giveaway in July. Yes, another one. Remember I said I'll give away if I reach 500 friends. And I've reached 501 friends, and I have 17 more friend requests. But because June's such an expensive month as it is, I can't do anything this month because I'm broke because of games. So July I will be doing a giveaway, and I will be giving away a game of your choice. Yes, whoever's listening, whoever you are, it's your choice what you get. Basically, if you enter the competition, which I haven't decided yet because it's in July, you just email me the name of the game and I shall purchase it for you. As long as it's under $60, well, $60 and under, of course, or £50, or whatever euros, or whatever country you're from.
Yeah, you got to split the difference if it's more.
So yeah, that is the. I also want to make a small shout out to Evolved Male. I watch him on Twitch all the time. He does Final Fantasy 14 streams. Not 40. Final Fantasy 40 streams.
You know it's coming.
It feels like it.
He does Final Fantasy 14 streams. I'm a big fan of his streams. He is funny. The chat's a bit weird, but he is good. So I was on his. I was on his chat with him on the stream last night, which was a lot of fun. So I was actually on the stream, which was weird.
Ooh.
So yeah, I recommend checking Evolved Mail. He's also got his own podcast, and I said I'd plug him quickly because I'm a friend and that's what people do. So yeah, check out Evolved Mail and his podcast sometime on Twitch. And I'm going to get completely told off by Stephen for doing this, but I don't care. It's my podcast. So yeah, I think that's it for. You can contact me at chili_UK on Twitter, chili on PSN, ben.sugarbearhall@psu.com, chili on NeoGab, chili on PSU, chili everywhere. In fact, I'm right outside your house waving. Look, there I am.
Cooey.
Cooey. Senpai has noticed. So yeah, I think that's it for today's super special chocolate fudge super mega ultra episode.
Tasty.
Remastered.
Remastered.
So stay with us for next week, where we'll be doing an E3 podcast and a Final Fantasy XIV A Realm Reborn podcast. So yeah, that's going to be an interesting week.
What podcast?
What's that?
When is that podcast?
A Final Fantasy XIV A Realm Reborn podcast for Heaven's Ward.
When is it?
Hopefully to do the sort of like the week of, so not next week, but the week after, sort of.
Okay.
I'm sending more emails out soon anyway, because I want to make sure everyone that wants to be on can be on. I'm also going to do a slight short. Sorry for extending this podcast so much. I'm going to do a Twitter, send out a tweet this week. Basically, I want people to tell me what they think of the expansion when it comes out. Tell me what you feel. Tell me what you think, and then I'll say it on the podcast. Or even if you send me an audio, I'll have it edited into the podcast, so you too can be part of this podcast for that special event for Heaven's Ward. So yeah, I think that's pretty much everything. I think we've covered everything in the world. There is nothing that needs to be covered ever again.
The bases are covered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The bases belong to us.
Now it's just now we find out what happens at E3, and when we had a chat about that next time as well. I bet there'll be a ton of stuff to go over and see who was right and who was wrong and who was just batshit insane.
Well, to be fair, most of those at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah. We all cover that.
So yeah, Mike, can you end this off?
Me?
Yeah, because I can't remember the line you say normally.
Right, well, thanks for joining us for episode 78, guys, and Ben, thanks for hosting. That was awesome.
No problem.
We will see you again, hopefully next week. I won't be here because I'll be on holiday, woohoo! But Ben will lead the team again, once again. So thank you very much for joining us.
Poor everyone.
Yeah, what? Okay, guys. Well, thanks very much for listening, guys. It's good night from me.
And it's good night from him.
Later, guys.
Ta-ra.
Ta-ra. Bye.